It was absolutely embarrassing.
It was a
for
horror show.
Arsenal.
It was a horror show.
United were very lucky,
True they
very,
were.
very lucky. Man City's movement was
It
phenomenal.
was. It was. They looked sharp, and they were. The ball movement was amazing. It was exceptional.
But it just goes to show how merciless the Premier League is.
Yeah.
When you have chances and you don't capitalize on them, you will be punished. Hi, hello, and welcome back to another episode on the Football for the Fans channel. My name is Ian.
I'm Alan.
First of all, before we get started with this video, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for the support you have given us thus far. We really do appreciate the feedback that you guys give us as they improve the quality of the content. For today's video, we are going to cover, or we're going to sort of do a review of the predictions that we made in the last episode, or the last game week 3. And yeah, if you haven't by chance taken time to view the video, it will appear somewhere in the cards up here or in the description down below. So probably you can go watch that video, then come back and watch this one. That way it will make a
Some
bit
sense.
more sense.
Yeah.
Let's get into the video. So we start off with the first game of the weekend.
Yeah.
Manchester City versus Arsenal.
Yeah.
I gave a 2-0 win prediction in favor of. What about you?
I gave a 2-1 prediction win for Manchester City.
And obviously, as we all know, Arsenal just got absolutely battered by
Swept
Man
aside.
City.
Yeah.
A 5-0 scoreline. So at least we did get the outcome correct.
Yeah,
Maybe the scoreline wasn't
Correct.
as expected. Let's
Yeah.
just put it that way.
Yeah.
So what did you think of the game?
I thought City were dominant.
Uh-huh.
I expected Arsenal would be better in this game than they were in the Chelsea game,
Yeah,
but clearly they didn't learn from their mistakes.
true.
And they got swept aside, they got dominated. It was a horrible show from Arsenal.
Yeah, I think it's crazy. It was just mistake after mistake after mistake.
Yeah.
And especially the person I was mostly disappointed with was Xhaka.
Being the captain.
He's the captain. He's the one who's supposed to guide that young Arsenal squad, and then he goes ahead and does such a reckless challenge.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
That's a straight card, red card rather, because you're lunging in. The stats are showing. Although I think he tried to pull his leg back,
but it was too late.
It was too late. Yeah.
He committed to the challenge. I think he was on a card already.
Well, he was on a card already.
So either way,
he should have known better.
Yeah. Either way, he shouldn't have gone into the tackle as he did.
Yeah.
I think probably Mikel, with the formation that he started with, a back three, it was very odd. It didn't really seem to suit him.
Yeah. Then I didn't get the idea of putting Kolasinac in and leaving Pablo Mari out.
I think it's because of the game he had against Chelsea. So Mikel thought, let's give him a bit of protection, because he was under so much scrutiny from the press, from the fans, from everyone, that he thought he just put him out and utilize the rest of the bench. Yeah. I think Man City's movement was phenomenal.
It was. They looked sharp. The ball movement was amazing. It was exceptional.
I think Arsenal couldn't handle.
They couldn't.
I think they're in a lot of trouble this time round.
3 games played, no goals scored in the Premier League at least.
Yeah. -9 goal difference.
It's crazy.
Dead bottom of the league. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. The confidence levels must be at an all-time low. Yeah. But I think it might not be the time to hit the panic button yet.
Yeah. I think even before this game, I'd said give the manager some time. Yeah. Maybe let him deal with because I think defensively they're a mess.
Yes, yeah.
and I think he needs to get that part right, because I think moving forward, Aubameyang he should turn up eventually.
Yeah.
And maybe Odegaard can bring the flair he did last season. So I think just give him some time.
After the international break,
Yeah.
let's say there's a couple of fixtures which are just a bit more favorable.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. No disrespect to the teams that Arsenal are coming up against, but they are not Chelsea and Man City. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
I think they should.
They should win.
No, okay, I wouldn't say win. They should have a result.
To be fair.
Let's start with that. They don't have any points.
Yeah.
So let's just say they should have a result.
Yeah. Especially against Norwich.
Yeah, especially against Norwich. Yeah. That's a game that is winnable.
Yeah.
But it was absolutely embarrassing.
It was a horror show.
You can mention something on Man City.
They looked good. I think their confidence is now back. They're playing well.
They've put the Spurs game
behind them.
Their loss and the defeat, their poor start.
They are good.
They now have 6 points out of a possible 9.
Yeah.
And probably one player to look out for is Ferran Torres.
Yeah. He's looked good.
Him and Jesus, they've looked brilliant. I think
Grealish also has looked good.
Grealish looked good, and obviously when you look at that Man City bench, they substitute Grealish with the likes of Mahrez. They can bring in Sterling. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. Man City, let's hope they can continue with this form. Obviously, depending on what team you support, but I see them doing pretty well this season.
I think the season now started from the Norwich win. It's continued well with the Arsenal game.
We move on to the other big game of the weekend.
Yeah.
Liverpool versus Chelsea.
Yeah.
I had actually predicted a draw, a 2-2 draw.
I had predicted a win for Liverpool, a 1-0 win for Liverpool.
Okay, and it obviously turned out 1-1.
Yeah.
What did you think of the game?
I think it was an evenly matched game. They went toe-to-toe.
Okay.
Obviously, Chelsea taking the lead through Kai Havertz.
Yes.
And I think Alisson had no chance with that header.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and then of course now the VAR drama. Do you think it was handball, by the way?
Part of me would like to believe it wasn't, but there was some movement with his foot and his arm.
Yeah.
So probably you would say it was in an unnatural position because you don't run like this.
You don't.
So probably it would be fair to say that it was a penalty.
Yeah.
I maybe question the red card, maybe, but
I think once it's given a penalty,
a clear goal, stopping a clear goal, scoring opportunity, using deliberate use of hands.
I don't think there's anything else. It's a red card.
It does feel a bit unfair. It did change the complexion of the game, obviously.
It did. But Salah did what he had to do, scoring the penalty and
keeping composure.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to do, by the way. It's not easy.
Yeah, I think the fact that Chelsea went down to 10 men before halftime made the game a bit one-sided, with Liverpool piling the pressure on the second half. But credit to the Chelsea defense, very resolute. They were a unit and they fought for each other.
Yeah.
So that was a massive point for Chelsea.
Yeah, but a thoroughly entertaining game.
Yeah. We really do hope that more games are like this season. We have the second last game from this weekend. Spurs versus Watford. I gave a 2-0 win for Spurs.
I had a 3-1 win for Spurs.
Okay. And obviously the game turned out as a 1-0 win for Spurs. Yeah. I think in the end the expected result was there, but the way it came about was a bit
ugly. Let's say
it was let's say hard fought. It was a hard fought win. I think credit to Watford, they did step up
Yeah.
and they restricted Spurs to that one chance. The one time they switched off, Son scored the free kick.
Yeah.
Obviously, it wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
He just wanted to put it in that area where if a player gets his head on it, the
Yeah.
goalkeeper is left stranded.
Yeah.
And if the goalkeeper doesn't move, he's stranded
Yeah.
eventually. So it was just a perfect ball in and poor goalkeeping on Watford's part.
Yeah. And I think also, in the second half, there wasn't much action, save for the Dele Alli chance, who was played through by Kane.
Okay.
And he hit the ball and it just went off target.
Okay.
But other than that, I think Spurs deserve the win.
So Spurs win, but a very uneventful game.
Yeah.
We hope Harry Kane will
step up.
Yeah, will step up after the international.
Because he doesn't look fit.
He hasn't trained,
He doesn't look fit. Maybe he'll improve. Yeah, but on a positive for them, 3 games, 3 wins, 0 goals conceded.
They have a perfect start.
Yeah, they're the only team now with a perfect start.
9 out of 9 points.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to somehow find results.
Yeah.
And Spurs are managing to do so.
Yeah.
So I guess pick up on them. Next, we move on to the last game of the weekend.
Yeah.
Wolves versus Manchester United.
You know what you did.
Yeah, I apologize. I gave a 2-1 win for Wolves. Unfortunately, I lost faith for a bit there.
I had a 4-1. I think I was overconfident with United. A 4-1 win for United. But the result was obviously a win, a 1-0 win for
a controversial.
I know it's still a win. It's still
controversial 1-0 win.
Yeah.
I think probably to summarize or to talk about the game, United were very lucky.
True.
Very lucky. I think in the first half, the clearance from Aaron Wan-Bissaka
off the line.
Oh Adama Traore was just running past.
He was violating us. Sorry to say.
It is so hard to play against him.
Yeah.
United really couldn't cope with him.
He's such a strong guy and he's lightning quick.
I'm telling you, it is so hard. I said in the previous video that if Adama Traore had finishing, he would be classified as a world-class player.
True.
But luckily for United, I don't know. I think we're very fortunate in that.
Yeah, but what you just said, Wolves were just all over us, especially in the first half.
Yeah.
United just was sloppy. The passes weren't as crisp
as they needed to be.
Yeah, and Wolves. I think Wolves were they really looked the part rather than United.
Yeah, it's shocking that the way United play with the talent that we have, it shouldn't match.
I think it's because Scott was not there. So maybe that's why the midfield was kind of wobbly the first half. My view.
But yeah, I think United need to shape up. I don't like watching United games because it gives me a lot of anxiety. I'm telling you the truth, because one game we are excellent. We will destroy the team 5-4 goals, and the next game we will play as if it's a completely new set of players who've met on the first day and haven't had a training session.
No, but credit also to Ole giving Varane and actually more so Varane the full debut, because now he has a feel of how Premier League football is.
He was excellent.
He was tremendous. If it wasn't for him, I don't know where it would be.
Maguire, Varane combo, I think will be really good this season. Hopefully we'll keep a bit more clean sheets.
Yeah, we need to. If we're to win the title this season, we need to keep more clean sheets.
Honorable mention for David De Gea.
Wow, the double save.
I didn't think
Oh my God.
I didn't think that he would get to the second ball, but it was from point blank range, absolutely no reaction time.
Yeah.
And this was the old David De Gea, the ones that United fans miss.
Yeah.
And maybe just to talk about the decider in the game, the goal.
Yeah.
Was it a foul?
No, no way. No way. No way that was a foul. I think Nevers, Pogba might have caught him, but Nevers, in kicking the ball, he realized the ball was out of his reach. So, because he took 2 steps, then went down. He actually took 2 steps, looked at the referee, and then went down. So I think if maybe he had gone down immediately
on contact,
maybe that would have been a foul.
You would.
I think I would argue that, but no way that's a foul. And then a wonderful finish by Greenwood.
Yeah, we expect nothing less. The boy is a wonder kid.
He's a star boy.
Greenwood is a top talent, and I keep telling Arsenal fans this especially, but for some reason they won't listen.
They don't see it.
They don't see it. But I'm happy.
I'm also happy.
I was very happy that my prediction was wrong. I will not even fear saying that.
Yeah.
But Manchester United move on.
Yeah. 7 points now from 9.
A possible 9.
Yeah.
Good start by Ole.
Yeah.
I think they've somehow recovered from the Southampton game.
Yeah.
But we expect more.
And also there's a small matter of Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk about that some other time.
The legend is back.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for videos about that.
Yeah.
So United win. United fans happy.
Everything's good.
Life is good. Next, we move on to Villa versus Brentford.
Yeah.
I gave a 2-0 win prediction for Aston Villa.
I also had the same prediction, 2-0 win for Aston Villa.
And obviously, we know how things turned out.
Yeah.
A 1-1 draw. I think maybe I can start off. I think Villa should have won this game. Since they were the home team, you expect them to take the game to the visitors who have just recently been promoted. I mean, everything was in Villa's favor, but this is football. Anything can happen. Ivan Toney.
He's now made his presence felt in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And also credit to Brentford because they were not intimidated.
Yes.
They settled in the game, scored fast.
Yeah.
And took the game also to Villa.
But I think from watching Brentford the past 2 games, we know what to expect of them.
Yeah.
They will show respect to the teams, but they won't show fear.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing about them. And that is why they have 5 points out of a possible 9.
Yeah.
I think they're 10th in the league.
It's impressive.
It's a very good start.
They're 10th right now.
It's a very good start for a promoted side again. I know I keep saying this, but when you make that shift from the championship into the Premier League, it is never easy. And maybe again Buendia.
It's nice to see him on the score sheet.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good after his move.
Yeah, from Norwich.
Yeah, from Norwich to Aston Villa, finally getting in the goals.
Yeah.
Maybe one person who went missing was Danny Ings.
It was he didn't make his presence felt. And I think in the prediction I said he'd score 2 goals.
Yes.
But I think tough luck for him.
Yeah, these things happen.
Yeah.
But I believe this draw benefited Brentford more than it did Villa.
Yeah.
Because if you look at Villa's next fixtures, it's
tough.
It's crazy. It's crazy. In their next 6 games, they played the likes of Chelsea, Man United, Everton, Spurs, Arsenal. So it's actually it's gonna be a tough month of September and part of October for them. This is now where Villa's resilience gets tested.
Yeah.
They are going to meet the top of the top cream of the Premier League. And let's see how
it goes.
How they fare on. Next, we move on to Brighton versus Everton.
Yeah.
I think maybe you can start off with predictions.
Mhm.
Maybe you can start off with yours.
Yeah, I predicted a 2-0 win for Brighton.
I had a 2-1 win for Everton, so at least I got the overall outcome.
Yeah.
A bit off on the
Scoreline.
scoreline, but I think it was fully deserved by Everton. They were clearly the better team.
They were.
They looked more prepared. Brighton switched to that back three, back five system, but just looked.
They looked off.
They looked very off.
Yeah. And I think also credit goes to Rafa because of his tactical awareness and his experience overall.
Yes.
Because you remember when he was at Newcastle, no disrespect to Newcastle fans, but Everton is a step up for him.
Yeah.
And he has more attacking options right now.
Yes, that's
so he can defend at the same time. He can just turn it on and
just switch things up and go and score goals.
Yeah.
Maybe honorable mention to Damari Gray.
Yeah.
Goals in back-to-back games.
Yeah.
I think he's now showing the potential that he had while he was at Leicester.
Yeah.
And now that he's at Everton, he's being given that opportunity to excel. Another penalty goal by Calvert-Lewin. So he keeps the momentum going.
Yeah.
And as you said, you expect nothing less from a Rafa Benitez team.
Yeah.
I think they have 7 points.
7 points. Undefeated.
Yeah, exactly. They look pretty good.
Yeah.
And they look like they're gonna be a real challenge.
Force
this season. They've seen the teams in that bracket of West Ham, Leicester performing well last season. So I think
there's a chance now.
They want to now get into European
football.
Yeah, European contention in European football.
Yeah.
So yeah, big up to Everton. We move on to Newcastle versus Southampton. I gave a 1-0 prediction for Newcastle to win.
Yeah, I had a 2-0 win for Newcastle.
So yeah, we both expected a home win.
Yeah.
We were close. Let's just put it that way. We were close to getting our prediction right.
More or less.
But I would say it was a very entertaining game.
Yeah.
Lots of goals, especially in the second half. Southampton generally dominated the game.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, but Newcastle don't really tend to keep the ball.
Yeah.
So I think Southampton kept the ball very well, had majority of possession. This in turn forced Newcastle to playing on the counter.
Yeah.
But it did work out. They did score first through Wilson.
Yeah.
Then they were pegged back to 1-1 and all the drama came past the 90th minute with Saint Maximin and in the 91st minute.
Scoring in the 91st minute.
And then
James Ward-Prowse from the penalty spot.
Yeah, I think it was a generally open game and it was pretty interesting drama till the end.
Yeah.
Next, we move on to West Ham versus Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
I had a 2-0 win prediction for West Ham.
I had a 3-0 win for West Ham.
I think everyone expected West Ham to win that game and extremely comfortably, especially coming back off the win that they had. I think it was 4-1.
Yeah, against Leicester.
In the previous game.
Yeah.
So I believe the fact that they now drew at home.
Yeah.
It feels like as if it's now 2 points dropped rather than 1 point gained.
Yeah.
But credit to Palace.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
true.
They were resilient, coming back off of coming back twice from a goal down.
Yeah.
It's not easy, especially
being away.
Yeah. In West Ham's home ground.
Yeah. And
I don't think there's really much we can say.
Yeah, maybe just to mention that Antonio is still on fire.
Oh yeah, Antonio has his goal and the momentum just keeps on pushing.
He's a man on form.
Yeah. This might be his season, you never know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying obviously he'll challenge the likes of Kane, but we expect him to be up there.
Yeah.
And maybe the other thing I'm wondering, How will West Ham cope once European fixtures kick in?
I think it might be tricky because they don't have a huge squad.
Yeah.
I expect that maybe they'll make another signing maybe before the transfer window closes. But if not, it will be a challenging fixture for the fixture load for them.
Yeah, the amount of games, especially around December.
Yeah.
November, December period, where
Yeah.
it says back to back
Thursday, Sunday,
Thursday, Sunday.
Yeah.
It really takes a toll on your team because it picks off your players one by one by one, and your squad really runs thin.
True.
So yeah, West Ham points dropped in my opinion.
Yeah. I also think it's a good thing for Palace to get also. I think it's a positive for them. It's a positive result.
Oh yes.
Getting 2 points.
That's actually a good point.
Yeah.
Patrick Vieira's team.
Yeah.
At least now they can keep, or they can at least start to climb towards that 40-point mark. Because I genuinely believe they're part of this group of teams that are in the relegation battle. Yeah, I genuinely do. Especially if the likes of Zaha don't show up.
Fair enough.
But let's see how things will progress after the international break. Next, we move on to Norwich versus Leicester City. I think this was an unexpected win.
For Leicester?
Yes, for Leicester City, because I gave a 2-0 win prediction for Leicester.
I had a 4-0 win for Leicester. I actually expected them to obliterate Norwich City. No offense to the Norwich supporters out there.
But I think it just goes to show the effect of being at home.
Yeah.
It does give you that boost.
Yeah.
And if it was the other way around and Leicester were at home, probably a 4-0 scoreline would be appropriate.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, my thoughts on the game were Jamie Vardy back with a goal. I think he went silent the previous game. But the team they now have 6 points out of a possible 9, which is good. But I think the team that is in trouble is Norwich.
Okay, they're in trouble, yes, but considering the fixtures they've had.
Oh yeah, they've played Leicester.
They've played Leicester, they've played Man City and Liverpool. So it's a tough run of fixtures for them. It has been a tough run of fixtures for them.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
But I think moving forward, it doesn't get easier because they play Arsenal. But Arsenal are in trouble right now.
Arsenal, they actually joined bottom with Arsenal on 0 points.
Yeah.
So people were touting it, or in social media it was the battle of the bottom two.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't think Arsenal should be there, but maybe just a quick prediction. How do you think that game will go?
I think Norwich
before. Keep in mind that this is before the international break. We don't know what will happen in 2 weeks' time.
I think Arsenal are better. They should win that game. But from their performances, I mean, come on, who knows now? I don't know. I think Arsenal will win that game.
Okay.
I mean, let me not. I think Arsenal will win that game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we expect a really good game, a really entertaining game.
Yeah.
And obviously there are favorites for that game, but that's a preview of game week 4.
Yeah.
But for this particular game, Norwich Leicester, I think the team that should have won.
Yeah.
The team that probably would have lost.
And I think also, maybe just to finalize that, I think Norwich, as you said, they settled this. They also did coward this game after going down.
Yes.
To the Vardy goal.
They did push, and they did have chances.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show how merciless the Premier League is.
Yeah.
When you have chances and you don't capitalize on them, you will be punished.
True.
I think that's very evident from this weekend's game. Next, we move on to Burnley versus Leeds.
Yeah.
I predicted a 3-1 win for Leeds.
I predicted a 2-1 win for Leeds.
And so, yeah, I guess we both expected Leeds to win the game, but 1-1.
1-1, I think it was a dull game.
Yeah.
But credit to Burnley, because I think they needed the points more. They hadn't posted any points before that game.
Okay, yeah.
So I think it's a good result for Burnley.
More than it is for Leeds.
Yeah, more or less, because I think I expected Leeds to win this game. That's why I predicted that way. But I think it's a better result for Burnley
than it is for
than
Leeds.
it is, yeah.
This actually was a game of a lot of firsts.
Yeah.
A first goal for Chris Wood.
Yeah.
In this season's
Yeah,
campaign.
yeah.
Also a first goal for
Brentford
in this season's campaign.
Yeah.
So I think the strikers used this as a way of, getting their feet, dipping their toe just a bit to see how things are, so to say, so to speak. So as you said, no one really deserved to win the game, and I think a draw was the fair result.
Yeah.
So that's it from us today. We've reviewed all the teams, all the matches from the previous game week. And if you've made it this far, thank you so much for the support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, share the video if you can. The feedback you give us helps us know that you like this kind of content.
Yeah.
And it motivates us to do more of it. Big shout out to my friend here, Alan, joining us a second week in a row. My name is Ian. Stay safe and see you next time. Bye-bye.